Today I want to talk about the Central Growth Corridor. What is it and why is it important for Lismore? Well, the Central Growth Corridor basically extends from the Lismore Base Hospital in the east right through to the CBD and across the Wilsons River into South Lismore. So let's start off in the east. Let's start off with the Lismore Base Hospital. There's a $280 million expansion of that hospital. And that will continue for at least another 2 years. And when that development started, we developed the health precinct, which includes St Vincent's Hospital as well. And we changed a lot of the planning regulations to make sure that allied health professionals and other associated businesses and industries and even housing could be part of that overall health precinct. Also part of the health precinct is the University Centre for Rural Health, and they are looking at developing some accommodation for their students, and it's underway at the moment, and looking at probably another 30 units as part of that precinct. As we move down Urelba Street, we have the Lismore Shopping Square, which is obviously a key retail component for the whole corridor. We then move into Lismore Park. Now, Lismore Parklands is going to be a fantastic regional park. It will not only be an amenity for our local residents, but will attract people from far and wide. There'll be passive recreation areas, there'll be places for children to play, there'll be places where we can congregate and listen to music and have markets. It's really going to transform that space and be a destination in its own right. And of course, adjacent to that is the redevelopment of Oaks Oval, which is underway at the moment. Stage 2 will see an upgrade of the Gordon Pavilion, and Crozier will also be developed. So sporting facilities as part of that precinct are really important. We jump across the road into Frederick's car park, and there's an exciting development there about serviced apartments that are being built above the car park, along with an office block providing much needed A-grade office accommodation for the CBD. And if all goes well, if our funding application goes ahead, then we should also see the construction of a brand new library and learning centre as part of that development. And that complements the quad and the new regional art gallery so nicely. And then of course that leads through into the CBD. And part of the revitalisation of the CBD is upgrading the footpaths, increasing shade, brightening up the CBD with some more colour, smartening up the street furniture, and a few more things that can be done to enliven the CBD and activate it. And then moving through the CBD, we go to what we call bridge to bridge, which is embracing the river and making sure that the river is part of that whole area. And then across the river into South Lismore, and making sure that there are those connections. Maybe even a footbridge across the river. Who knows? We're still in the planning stages there. So as you can see, it's a continuous link of a whole lot of activities and initiatives that form the Central Growth Corridor. And that's why it's important, because of that connectivity, because of that linkage, which makes a lot of sense. And it's about making sure that all of those areas are accessible. So it becomes a place of amenity not just for our local residents, but also for visitors and potentially for private sector investment in that area as well. And that's why we developed the Lismore Prospectus and why we're updating the Lismore Prospectus at the moment. So the Central Growth Corridor, it's about linkages and it's about unlocking Lismore's potential.